Whew, oh man. So I sobered up. If you haven't seen my last videos, I sobered up, so it's okay. This video is basically answering some of the questions you guys gave me. Thank you guys who responded to the video. I'm gonna keep doing a couple of these videos to see. I only got a few questions here, but hopefully this gets a little bit more popular. So I'll be answering those questions. Now, my Paul Blart, I just want to say real quick, my Paul Blart review, the drunk review, will be up and ready tomorrow, hopefully. So just let you guys know. But let's get down to these questions because I only have 15 minutes to answer them. So, first of all, my boy Daniel Hatermoda, right? Hatermoda. This kid is like killing it right now on his channel. He's getting a lot of subscribers. He has some great reviews. So he asked favorite movie this summer. And I was discussing this with my buddy, and I'm going to be discussing this on a collab video with Stan Wilkins. And we're going to talk about, summer movies we love the most. And recently I saw Jurassic World, which, it's a mixed bag, man. A lot of people either love it or they hate it. Don't argue for the fact if you hate it, because I could see why you hate it. But for me, I loved that movie. I thought it was so awesome. I thought it was exciting. However, it wasn't my number one. My number one movie of the summer so far has to be Mad Max Fury Road. It's not Avengers Age of Ultron. It's not Jurassic World. It's Mad Max. This was my most anticipated movie in the beginning of the year. Star Wars, Episode 7. That is it's neck and neck. It was neck and neck. I want to see Star Wars Episode 7, of course, but Mad Max, there's something about this film that I was like, damn, I hope it's awesome. And Mad Max Fury Road held no punches. It is, in my opinion, a masterpiece. It is a classic. It is 20 years down the line, you're going to fucking remember this movie because the practical effects, the stunt work, the overall just simple story, but then again, it's just making it, they just succeed and they fucking just nail it. I mean, it's pretty much a car chase. They blow all the Fast and the Furious movies out of the water. As much as I like the Fast and Furious franchise, this movie shows you how the fuck you do car stunts right. And it was awesome. Tom Hardy was great in the film, but Charlize Theron really stole the show and her character. I mean, just overall, and it was a lot, not diverse, but there was controversy over women and then men, overpowering women. Is this a movie for women too? And it is. It definitely, there's no, gender, it's not fucking typical oh my god, action. This is all for the men, this is all for if you love action, this is for the women too. There's some strong female characters in this film. So, I mean, it's for everybody. I mean, everybody who has seen this movie, everybody who was in the theater when I was watching it, after it, I just gave it a thumbs up this is an amazing movie. So, Daniel, Mad Max Fury Road is my favorite summer movie so far. We still have Terminator. That could be my favorite. You never know. I've been shitting on it, but, you don't give it that final verdict until you see the film itself. So, there's a lot of movies still come. Ant-Man, I'm excited for that. But right now, Mad Max Fury Road has been my favorite blockbuster summer movie. It is so badass. So thank you, Daniel, for giving me a question. And if you have any more questions, please write down below, and I'll answer more of your questions. Now, also, Mike. What up, Mike? Mike, how many issues of The Walking Dead do you think there will be? This one is it's an interesting one. How many issues? I mean, we're at, especially with the what we're dealing with the whispers and trying to see what issue are we on. 143? I think we're on issue 143. Let me check. I forgot what issue. For some reason, I forgot what issue we're on. Fuck, this thing's loading so slow. Hang on, Mike. Let me give you. I believe it's 143, right? I think we're at 143. I don't know why I forgot. So much shit I have to do. 143. Yeah, see? 143. We're at issue 143. We're dealing with the whole Carl, Carl and the Whispers and Rick and the Whispers, and then just that last chapter with Rick and Alpha, Alpha really threatening him was great. We're at 143. and I do it just, and I made a video depending on whether Robert Kirkman wants to continue the story. After Rick is gone, does he want to continue the story with Carl? And the Walking Dead comic and the show and the spin-off, I mean, Walking Dead is more popular than ever. So it all dwells on, as well as money, how much, or also the passion of Robert Kirkman. If I had to put a number on it, I feel I'm not getting a gut feeling that this is going to end anytime soon. I just not, like, with my manga series, like, when I read Naruto, I knew that was going to end pretty soon. Bleach is going to, they announced it was going to end, but it felt like it was going to end as well. Fairy Tail feels like it's going to end. With the Walking Dead comic book series, it doesn't feel like it's going to end anytime soon. And that's kind of surprisingly, because, Rick is an older man and he could be killed off pretty damn soon. But I'm going to put a number on it. And this is just me. I don't think. I mean, we're at 143, and these issues come out like what? Luckily, we got 2 issues in this month, and it was going like 2 weeks an issue. But I'm gonna say the big 300. I'm gonna say the big 300. I would go less. But that also depends on if Robert Kirkman wants to continue the story with Carl. And even if he does continue the story with Carl, I don't think it's going to go that long. I think it's going to show Carl, and his struggle. I just think Robert Kirkman, he's going to lose kind of... It depends on the writer and, especially him. Like, he's doing so much work and he's doing the Walking Dead series. Like, it really depends on do you still have the flame to do it? Do you still have the passion to do it? So I think I'm going to go with the big 300. I'm going to go to the big 300 because I think this is not going to go... it's just like all those issues. Like, we're at 143 and so much has already happened. So much. So many arcs, so many villains. We can only go so far. But I will say 300. It might be a little bit too much. I should have said less, but I'm going to go 300 because 300 is a nice little, oh, congratulations, Walking Dead is done, 300 kind of number. But I'll say 300. I think I should go less, but I'm going to say 300. I'm going to go with my gut feeling and say, okay, 300. If Robert Kirkman, is a razzle-dazzle kind of man, he'll say, 300 is looking pretty damn good. Can I stretch that out to get there? But most likely it will be less than that because I don't think Walking Dead, like, I don't get the sense of it ending anytime soon. But these characters are older, and you can only really do so much with the Walking Dead series at this point. But I'm gonna say 300. I'm gonna say 300, Mike. I don't know why I picked that. Well, I kind of do. I like the number 300, Mike. I'm pretty sure you have it a little bit less. I'm gonna predict that you have it a little bit less. But let me know what you think, Mike. And thank you for bringing me a question. And yeah, thank you, Mike. You're definitely you're a good guy. At Comic-Con, I'm sure, hopefully I get some Walking Dead merchandise. So thank you. If you have any more questions, please post below. Sorry, man. I'm probably going to butcher this. You know how I am with names if you've seen my videos. Zacharias Rask. So he asks, do you watch... I'm pretty sure this is not Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm pretty sure this is... Do you watch Game of Thrones? If you do, what's your opinion on Season 5 finale? And then he also says, favorite Star Wars movie and why? Mine is Empire Strikes Back. Man, for the longest time, when I was... and these are the last questions. For the longest time, when I was a kid, I always liked Return of the Jedi. I just thought it was so cool. The end battle with Luke and Darth, the Darth betraying Palpatine, the Emperor. Also, the Ewoks I didn't really notice the Ewoks when I was a kid and stuff, or whatever. Also, when they got into Jabba's palace, everything about that movie I loved. I thought that was probably my favorite Star Wars movie when I was a kid. But as I grew older, I mean, you could say the original Star Wars. I think any of these films, except the prequels. Well, if you like the prequels, that's fine. But any of the original trilogy, any of those films, you could really make a case for. The original Star Wars, I really love. But the thing is, it just doesn't... I think I'm just more of a darker tone kind of guy. So I have to agree. Empire Strikes Back. it's pretty fucking awesome. When I got older, I just really just appreciate that movie more. The fucking look of it, the tone, the basically, Luke's training, the introduction to Yoda. I can go on and on about this, but everything about that film, the score was amazing. The direction was great. Give it to George Lucas. George Lucas handed it down to another director, but that movie is just overall amazing. The twists, the turns, the unhappy ending at the end, just Han's sacrifice. I mean, just great stuff. And especially that line. I love that line where, she goes, "I love you." I know. Also the fights in there, the dog fights in there, especially when they're in the snow. What planet was that? Endor? No, it's not Endor. The fucking planet they're at, the snow. Of course, Yoda's planet. Just the overall philosophy of the Force, and Yoda showcasing his true why he is a badass. Lifting the fucking X-wing out of the swamp. Just great moments overall. And then Luke just not ready. He's not ready, and then we find out there's a little hint that there is another. So great. I love Empire Strikes Back. So making it quick, almost down to 15. So do I watch Game of Thrones? I do not. I don't. I try to get into it, and I just can't get into. I'm already so far ahead. I mean, not far ahead. So far back. Like we're what? See, you said season 5. It's funny that you say that though. I did see season 5's finale, and there was like this chick that was naked, and then I had a girl walking with all these people surrounding her, throwing literal shit at her, and a chick right next to her saying "shame, shame," and then this. I don't want to ruin it, but I'm going to. Spoiler alert! Since this is the last question. I believe his name was Jon Snow getting stabbed to death. Even the little kids like going into, and it's like, this is for the chickens or whatever, and he stabs them. Game of Thrones, I know a lot of people who love that show, and that's fine. I just know about the Dragon Lady, a little bit, the dwarf guy, and Jon Snow, I believe, and there's a lot of things that are going on that I guess I'm missing out, but I guess I just never got into it. But if I were to watch Game of Thrones, I would make reviews. But I don't know. It's kind of not my kind of taste, I guess. Even though it seems really cool, a lot of people like it. Maybe when it hits, I don't know. Well, it's not gonna hit Netflix. HBO has their own thing, but maybe somebody lets me borrow the box sets or whatever, and I just sit down and I kind of binge watch it. Maybe I'll get into it. But no, I don't watch Game of Thrones. I did see the finale, though, and the finale was pretty fucked up. What I saw. I didn't get it. I don't know what the fuck was going on. I don't know why that chick was, stripped down naked, but it is what it is. So, actually, that was a good fair amount of questions here, for me to go over. I only have 15 minutes here because I have strikes on my account. They're going to go away pretty soon. So, yeah, that's it. Thank you guys, all you guys, for posting. If you have more questions, please bring it on. Movie, animated, music, whatever, what I have in the background, whatever you guys want to post. Thank you guys for just giving me these questions. This is the end of week 1's Q&A, and like I said, if I get enough questions on this video, I definitely will do another Q&A video for the second week. So that's about it. And I gotta say, great stuff, man. I mean, just if you like Game of Thrones, that's by all means, everybody loves Game of Thrones. That's cool. And Star Wars. Speaking of Star Wars films, if you like, New Hope, even if you like the prequels, that's fine, man. Everybody has their own taste in films. I do agree, though. Empire Strikes Back is shit. Also, Walking Dead. I mean, Walking Dead is so popular right now. When will the end outcome be? And it'll probably be a number that none of us really gets. It'll probably be something that we never would have thought of. It fucking might even go 500 issues. Who knows? But I'm going to put a good round number of 300. And also, my favorite movie, man, Mad Max. If you haven't seen Mad Max Fury Road, go check it out. Check out my reviews for Mad Max Fury Road as well. I got a spoiler and a non-spoiler. It's just amazing. It is the best out of all the films. It is the best out of, even number 2, Road Warrior. Yeah, it's better than Road Warrior. I'm sorry. So thank you guys for listening. And if you haven't already, subscribe if you want to. And if you like the video. And thank you guys for giving me these questions, because they're really good questions. So thank you. Give me some more. Peace out.